So, I was just thinking about I don't know, what do you call it? I mean, in this day and age, they know about silk screen, SILKSCREEN. It's where you have a background screen and then you have something that sits over it. I mean, I think that is what Disney, DISNEY, that's how that started. It was translucent sheathing that they would color on the transparency of it, almost like a color etch of some sort, like a Crayola etching. And then they'd have the congruent background, and then they would I know I had across the street from me in Cold Spring Harbor was Chuck, or Charles, but he called himself Chuck, CHUCK Harrington, HARRINGTON, and he was a artist for Disney. Reminded me very much of my grandfather, who I love very much, in Bayside. But he actually had like a professional career, and a really nice family, so I heard. And so I went to his funeral. Actually, he died when I was little. He went to China and had a heart attack out of nowhere. But I would bake him brownies, with not out of the box, but the fresh brownies from the chocolate, where you melt the chocolate and then you, like the old fashioned recipe. I would make them then because my parents weren't home and there's nobody to hang out with, and then I'd walk across the street to hang out with Chuck, and for him to teach me about Disney and art and whatnot, because that's what I used to do in the Bayside house with Nono, because Linda and Lou are like, might as well be alone. So, when I went over there, he showed me the transparent. He was drawing a Christmas special for the cartoon. It hadn't come out yet. He was working on Tailspin, TALESPIN, and it was a gigantic gorilla, almost like an orangutan, but it had gray hair on it, and it had a Christmas hat. There's something wrong with the I think they called it a cell, CELL. I think that's what he said that it was. And so anyway, the point of the story is that these things are what cognitively humans can comprehend. So the translucent cell sits on top of a stagnant, STAGNANT, background, right? So that is what being human is like for me. The background is stagnant, or it's supposed to be stagnant. I work at the tissue paper factory, so the background is supposed to be stagnant, and then the translucents just fit over the stagnant background and fit in, and then they look normal. And then as they move, like cartoons, it looks normal. However, when I woke up, I'm in a background that somebody pressed speed, SPEED, like that movie with Keanu Reeves and what do you want, you fucking squinty-eyed motherfucker? Jesus Christ, they come out of nowhere. Anyway, there's a bomb on the bus. Him and Sandra Bullet list. There's a bomb on the bus. The bus is going fast. What are you going to do? Yeah, well, that's what they did with the speeding of the background. This is not what it was supposed to look like. It was supposed to stay stagnant. When I was with Antonine, his real name is Antonin, but I keep calling him Antonine because this is wrong, and this is the direction. The tissue paper factory, I said that too. I said, here's the other thing. The tissue paper, that you wipe your ass with is called SCOTS, SCOTS. It's one ply, PLY. It doesn't clog the cesspool. It's a good thing. Then you have CHAR-MIN, CHAR. Charlie and his chocolate shitty ass fucking Crisco company. Yes, Char and then the MAIN. Oh my god, Charmaine. Oh no, they call it CHAR-MIN. Right, and they put a big grizzly bear, they dress it up in fancy clothes, they give it a smile, and they're like, we're not so bad. Right, until you clog up their cesspool and the house all smells like shit, and then you have to pay $1,200 to a plumber to come in and like jack a rooter the pipes out. Then it's a bad thing. Just like putting little blonde Goldilocks with the stagnant lock in with the grizzly bears that maul her. But it's only a two-ply tissue. How bad could it be? As bad as selling a VAT, or a TUB, a tub, of greasy Crisco, Crisco. It's Lard, LARD. They call it shortening for a reason, SHORTENING. It shortens your life. It makes you fat. The lard in the tub then goes to the lard on the inside of your body and makes you slow and fat. So why did the Crisco company, CRISCO, insist on selling the tub of greasy fat with dipshit spoons? DIPSHITSPOON. They're like, oh, I'll eat this. This doesn't taste good. Yeah, no shit. But if you take the greasy Crisco and you put it in muffins, oh, now it's delicious. Why are you using like the mechanical grease in food? Why are you selling it to the people like this is a good idea? Right, to make greasy money. Got it. Pesto, pasta, and cheese. Right, we were trying to stay naturalistic. Why is it that Antonine knew to brush their teeth and the man from the Mediterranean knew to brush their teeth with salt? I wake up and Linda and Lou especially, he's Antonine's son, and he uses toothpaste. That's the only thing they know. Mariah has no idea how to do, they don't use salt. Mary was already popping pills, watching TV. She was all American, like, we're going down and burning flames. Woohoo! What the fuck is wrong with the programmers at the tissue factory? I said no Crisco. I said no greasy. I said I don't want to sped up. I don't like where it goes. It's dangerous for the humans. How the fuck am I going to get rid of it? Why are we here? This is June 6/2020. All wrong. 2020, all wrong. Which I told you I did not want Crisco lard greasing up. And then I said, with the man, like, I mean, I think that Niklaus actually said it for me because he was translating in other languages to the man from the Mediterranean and from the other Italian men, wherever they were sitting at the moment. And they said that the future, my wife is frightened about the future because the man in the circle had not seen what the television, which is the moving pictures. They had not seen in their small town, in their small lives so far, which we liked. And speaking to them was very easy to keep the things that we were trying to protect behind certain walls, but they had not seen the radio, right? The radio that you could hear and turn on the dial, and the Victrola. They did not hear that with paintings that moved yet. So that was the conversation and why it was so important. Because how did we go from Antonine had never even heard of a television? I mean, He didn't hear the word, the concept when we said. Some had heard, some had not. And then how did we go? Within, I'm his granddaughter. So within 100 years, less than, we went from that to now TV, computers, everywhere. That's Crisco. That is the most dangerous future that we were trying to avoid at all costs to human life. I will kill as many of you as possible not to allow the Crisco tub to get out, because it is clear grease. It leads to, and I'm transparency. Transparency told the humans it leads to lard invading and diseasing the body, and it also becomes nuclear. It's a nuclear substance that becomes poisonous in the future. So why did they allow these things to happen for when I woke up? I said I'm transparent and I am tissue paper factory. I do not want this background to speed up, and I don't want this background in the future that I see. I don't want N29 to be there, and I don't want to wake up there. So now how do you fix it, stupid human?